listening to you. You have 3 active restraining orders against you.
Which says to me there are 3 people out there who sees my passion. I show up at their work, I show up at their house, I show up at their mother's house. I'm everywhere.
Comedy showed up in a big way in 2025, delivering everything from nostalgic returns to fresh, character-driven stories that leaned fully into humor. Welcome to On-Screen Digest. This is our top 10 comedy movies of 2025. We're looking at films that put laughs first, whether through chaos, heart, or classic comedic timing. Let's get into it. Number 10. Summer of '69.
I want to pay you to teach me how to 69 max. Okay, slightly more details.
Summer of '69 is a coming-of-age comedy that leans into awkward humor and bold misunderstandings. When socially anxious high school senior Abby becomes convinced she needs a crash course in confidence to impress her crush, she hires an unlikely mentor, a stripper with problems of her own. What follows is a series of uncomfortable lessons, failed plans, and chaotic detours that turn Abby's carefully imagined summer into pure comedic mess. The laughs come from exaggerated teen panic, blunt honesty, and situations spiraling completely out of control, while the film quietly shifts from chasing validation to learning self-worth.
All I ever wanted is Max Warren. What is he into?
Max loves to 69.
Number 9. Another Simple Favor.
You brought your sister to my wedding?
She's an insurance policy.
Does I won't kill you both?
Another Simple Favor is the follow-up to the stylish mystery comedy that leans even harder into dark humor and sharp dialogue. The film brings back the twisted friendship between 2 very different women. When overly earnest true crime vlogger Stephanie reunites with her dangerously glamorous frenemy Emily at a lavish Italian wedding, everything quickly spirals into murders, secrets, and wildly unhinged twists. While the mystery is still there, the comedy takes center stage this time, fueled by absurd situations, exaggerated performances, and a tone that fully embraces the chaos, making it playful, campy, and highly entertaining.
2 old friends, new beginnings.
And not getting poisoned.
Number 8. Oh, What Fun.
Why does St. Nick get all the credit?
Moms do all the work.
Mom?
Oh, What Fun is a holiday comedy built on chaos, miscommunication, and family dysfunction. When a meticulously organized mom realizes her Christmas efforts are being completely ignored, she snaps and disappears. As she accidentally becomes a viral sensation, her family back home descends into arguments, secrets, and emotional meltdowns without her holding things together. The humor comes from escalating disasters, uncomfortable truths spilling out, and the contrast between picture-perfect holiday expectations and reality. It's loud, messy, and intentionally ridiculous, with just enough heart to land the laughs.
How did you get here?
I just got in my car and said,
Oh my God.
I can't decide if she's an icon or a train wreck.
icon.
Number 7. The Naked Gun.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
The Naked Gun is a reboot that fully embraces absurd action comedy. Frank Drebin Jr. follows in his father's footsteps as a wildly incompetent but strangely effective detective. When a tech billionaire plots to unleash a device that turns humanity violently aggressive, Frank becomes the last line of defense, whether anyone trusts him or not. What follows is a non-stop parade of slapstick action, escalating misunderstandings, and a ticking New Year's Eve deadline. Beneath the jokes, the movie still delivers real stakes, a full investigation, and a surprisingly classic action structure. The Naked Gun works because it never pretends to be subtle. It leans into ridiculousness while still honoring the genre it's parodying.
Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Number 6. Nonas.
I am from Bologna. I spit on Bologna. Spit on Sicily, okay?
Nonas is a warm, food-filled comedy rooted in grief, memory, and old-school love. After losing his mother, Joe Scaravella opens a small Italian restaurant inspired by his childhood, staffed entirely by nonas, whose cooking is meant to taste like home. What starts as a heartfelt tribute quickly turns chaotic as clashing personalities, stubborn traditions, and kitchen mishaps threaten to derail the dream. The comedy comes from the women themselves, their blunt honesty, cultural pride, and unfiltered opinions, creating laugh-out-loud moments that feel earned rather than forced. Beneath the humor, the film delivers genuine heart, showing how food, community, and second chances can bring people back to life.
This is my main dish, capucella. Dear God, save us.
Oh, that's what smells. I thought maybe it was me. Oh, God.
At number 5 is The Roses.
If you need a shoulder or an inner thigh to lean on.
What?
I'm kidding.
The Roses is a dark relationship comedy that turns marriage into a full-blown battleground. What begins as a love story between an ambitious chef and an idealistic architect slowly unravels when success shifts the balance of power in their marriage. As Ivy's career soars and Theo's stalls, resentment builds, intimacy fades, and every unresolved issue turns into fuel for an escalating war. The humor is sharp, cruel, and deliberately uncomfortable, leaning into exaggerated spite, petty revenge, and emotional one-upmanship. Instead of cozy laughs, the film delivers biting satire, using comedy to expose how love can rot when ego, jealousy, and control take over.
Ivy likes to leave a little bit of herself in everything she does.
I love this fun banter you guys do.
Sometimes he's got his cock in me and I can't even tell.
If you made it this far, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Let's get back into it. Coming in at number 4 is Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of...
Happy Gilmore 2 brings back the loud, chaotic sports comedy with a surprisingly emotional edge. Years after walking away from golf, a broken and washed-up Happy is forced back into the game when his daughter's dreams depend on it. Older, rougher, and still wildly unfiltered, Happy re-enters a sport that's changed just as much as he has, facing corporate greed, extreme leagues, and familiar rivals from his past. The comedy comes from classic Happy Gilmore chaos, explosive outbursts, physical humor, and absurd golf antics, mixed with self-aware jokes about aging, legacy, and redemption. It balances nostalgia with modern satire, proving that even years later, Happy's temper is still his greatest weapon, and his biggest problem.
Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first hole.
Number 3, Kinda Pregnant.
Have you ever dated a pregnant woman?
You're the least pregnant person I've ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
You wait till they're crowning.
Yeah, I want them to be like 2 weeks away from dropping.
Kinda Pregnant is a messy, awkward comedy about envy, identity, and pretending you have it all together. When Lainey spirals after a breakup and watching everyone around her move forward, she impulsively fakes a pregnancy and is shocked by how differently the world suddenly treats her. What starts as a harmless lie quickly snowballs into absurd situations, from prenatal yoga classes to fake baby bumps catching fire, all while Lainey builds real friendships and a romantic connection she doesn't know how to be honest about. The humor comes from escalating lies, physical comedy, and second-hand embarrassment. But underneath the chaos is a surprisingly heartfelt story about loneliness, self-worth, and learning to show up as yourself before everything blows up.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah. Hi. Cute little face almost tore my asshole open.
Number 2, Freakier Friday.
Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, it's who am I? It's me. It's Mom. If you're me and I'm you, then who's that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
Freakier Friday brings the body swap chaos back with a generational twist. Years after the original switch, Anna is now a single mom balancing her career and her teenage daughter Harper, while her own mother Tess is still very much in the mix. When Anna gets engaged, family tensions explode, and a mysterious psychic triggers not 1, but 2 body swaps. This time, it's parents and kids walking in each other's shoes, leading to school day disasters, wedding sabotage, and plenty of awkward moments as the teens taste adult freedom and the adults relive teenage drama. The comedy thrives on role reversals, escalating misunderstandings, and heartfelt realizations, making this sequel louder, messier, and surprisingly touching as everyone learns what family really means.
An obnoxious accent. What is taking so long? We wouldn't want to be off schedule, innit?
Taking the #1 spot is Good Fortune.
Switch back, or this angel man will send you to hell forever. Smite him!
That's actually not my department.
Good Fortune is a high-concept comedy that mixes fantasy, satire, and social commentary. It follows Gabriel, a well-meaning but misguided guardian angel who decides to teach a struggling gig worker, Arj, a lesson about happiness by swapping his life with that of a wealthy tech billionaire. What starts as a divine experiment quickly spirals into chaos when Arj realizes that money actually does fix a lot of his problems, while the billionaire is forced to survive the very grind he once profited from. The humor comes from sharp class contrasts, fish-out-of-water situations, and awkward moral awakenings as both men stumble through each other's lives. Beneath the laughs, the film lands on an unexpectedly warm message about purpose, dignity, and how hope doesn't always come from miracles. Sometimes it comes from people choosing to care.
The internet is amazing, Jeff. It's so useful and also distracting at the same time. I want to help you find jobs, but I also want to look at photos of baby elephants.
And that wraps up our list of the top 10 comedy movies of 2025. Let us know in the comments if you agree with this ranking, and drop your own top 5 comedy movies of the year below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to On Screen Digest for more movie rankings, reviews, and recommendations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.